What's up, y'all?
There you go.
We're back. Shout out to everybody. Tonight
Tonight? Oh, yeah.
is it's not really night, but tonight is a different band. You know, we're all about bands, promoting albums, whatever. This band, here, you tell them, Steve-O, this is your,
No, tell them.
this is Steve's buddy.
It's called Standard Johnny.
Yeah, actually, we don't even see Steve.
Yeah, well, no, Standard Johnny. We're in California.
Yeah, you guys know Steve
Sort of been, oh, man, Christ.
grew up in California. This
Yeah,
is,
but then I moved away, you know.
so he lived upstairs where you live?
His brother did, yeah. Yeah, this is 2001, but yeah. No,
Actually, this is a good recording,
it
man,
is good, yeah.
because I had this at home.
Yeah, no, it's Eddie Triggs band.
Okay.
It's called Standard Johnny, but it used to be called the Free Range Chickens, and then it was Mixed Company. Originally, when I saw them, we were Mixed Company.
Mixed Company?
Yeah. Back in God, it was
It's a cool name.
late 80s. Yeah. They played
By the way,
they played at Wynyard College. It was great.
yeah. So Standard Johnny,
Yep.
and this album's Words Flow Random. Yeah. Standard Johnny, Words Flow Random. Steve's buddy. Look it up, guys, on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's on here.
Yeah, Eddie Drew.
Eddie Druk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His younger brother was Philip, and oh boy. Had a couple sisters too, but yeah. His father owned Target Diesel when they gave it to the boys. I tried to call him a couple years ago, and he must have went out of business or something. But yeah,
Hey, you want to get in touch with him?
yeah, we can do that later. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm saying, would you like to talk to him?
well, yeah. Unless he sees us and tries to sue us. Yeah.
No, man. I'll look him up. We're not gonna mention the other comedians. I'll look him up and get his number, and I'll give him a call, man.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to get in touch with their old friends, man. That you left behind when you moved away. You know,
Oh, yeah.
that's good music, man.
Yeah. Because Eddie had a house up on Whittier Boulevard. And
Yeah.
had a little golf course set up back there.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they owned it. Filling station, you said, or something.
It's Target Diesel. They used to repair diesel motors and stuff.
Okay.
Like blowers. And
Okay.
Then I had the jacket.
You had a little mini golf course in there.
No.
Yeah, like a green.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
No, he had it in his backyard, the miniature golf. I made an eagle one time. It was like, wow.
No, you did.
Yeah, man.
No shit.
Yep. You're like, wow.
Are you pretty good at golf?
We don't get a couple of beers and, brings us some help. But like,
Do you like the golf, Steve?
Well, you're messing around. Especially, it was sunny, it was nice, and a little relaxed.
Would you want to do it now?
What? Tonight?
No, man. It's 14 degrees outside.
Oh, it's too damn cold.
I'm like this summer. You want to go golfing? We'll go hit some. I'll get my,
Actually, you know what's supposed to hit a bucket of balls?
that's why I just big say. Or here's a better thing. Let's just go hit a bucket of balls sometime, man. Yeah.
And then wait for the ball.
I want to wait and try to nail the guy on the
You're
tractor.
on the tractor.
Yes.
We used to in La Mirada, California.
Yeah.
The Big T.
Yeah, man.
Driving range, hit a bucket of balls.
When this one first opened, I went in. In fact, I got a memory, a story from years ago, and I've been thinking about this cat.
Yeah.
Just bear with me. There's a guy that lived across the street. I was in like the 7th or 8th grade. Jason Ramey. If you're out there, hit me up, man.
Yeah.
I like Jason, man. Jason was a good friend of mine.
Right.
You know, went to Mooresville Senior High School in Mooresville, North Carolina. So, Jason, you live right across the street from the junior high, man. His mom owned a real estate company or something like that.
You tell me.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I can't remember if your mom was, if his mom was a real estate agent or if they owned a real estate company, but I know they had to move away. So,
Okay.
yeah. Anyway,
I like this little hook right here.
they got good.
Yeah, I gotta say that.
Turn up a little bit, Steve.
Not too much. I don't want to blast out there.
Oh no, they can hear us if the microphone picks us up. I have a microphone for back there and one for up here.
Well, I'm just gonna make sure because that one time
We,
with Liz Zeppelin was kind of blasting.
yeah, that was our first.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was,
No, it was the second one, I think.
yeah, but that's one, Carousel Loma.
I don't think,
First song is sang
yeah.
of Into the Outdoor.
Right.
That's,
This is good, man.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
This is really good. See, you know, Jeff and him have a similar style.
Right.
From Chris's band,
Yeah. Well, hey, you just tell Jeff to check this one out.
I'll have to, man.
11.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, and Houndmouth. My buddy from Cold-Bait Live Beer, Jeff, was telling me about a group, Houndmouth. I'll tell you why. I was telling him, Steve,
Oh, that's right.
this is,
Yeah.
in fact, I gotta go back a little bit on the story. You guys, I told you it's all about music. This is a music moment.
We went to Macaya's
Yeah, so,
Saturday night.
right.
And then, and then, like I said, but yeah.
But anyway, but even before Mackay's, right? Bam, y'all, everybody knows. If you look at the other episode, they played. Cold-Bait Live Beer played a couple nights ago. Anyway, prior to that, during the following week or two before, I was over here at Steve's one night, and this is before we even recorded the first episode of anything. And Steve asked me, man, have you ever heard of a group? I got my Bluetooth over here is what it was. Yeah, my little stereo. And I said, man, let me look up on YouTube anything you want to hear. And he tells me to type in Moby Grape. So I'm like, whatever. And great band, by the way.
First record, 5 stars.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Tell you guys, one of the most covered songs by them, I think one of the beautiful, but then you also have I'm Not Willing. That's my favorite song by them. I'm not trying to be whatever.
The whole record's great.
The whole record's great. It's a great band. Great band. Anyway, I was telling Jeff from Cold-Bait Live Beer, one of the guitarists, about the recommendation. I was showing him the song, actually, letting him hear it right before they played the other night. They were like 10 minutes away to get on stage.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, that sounds great. That's when he looked at me and said, by the way, Chris, give me a minute. I'm about to turn Eddie on to something instantly. Watch this, y'all. And he told me about a group called Houndmouth. They're good. Look them up. It's weird. Yeah. Also, Blackberry Smoke. They've been around for a long time. Austin City Limits. They tour, like they'll do Merle Fest, things. I mean, they're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Big band. I saw them once on PBS, and they were awesome.
Well, one time Johnny played like Robert Plant with Austin Singers. I was just like, this is cool.
Yeah, man.
'Cause I've heard the show.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
One of the best, one of the most heart-wrenching moments for me. If you're a true music fan, you'll know what I'm about to say. When I saw the advertisement on PBS one day, I watched like
Right.
something, whatever, and I see advertisement next weekend on Austin City Limits, or what's the one that comes on after that? Like they got like on Friday or Saturday, whatever it is,
Right. I know.
3-hour special or 4-hour special of live music. It's great.
Yeah.
And it was like Robert Plant and Alison Krauss in the name of their band, right? My heart broke. I'm like, oh my God.
No, that was like a Grammy-winning record.
Let me tell you something.
And that's the first Grammy Plant ever played.
Out of curiosity, I watched.
Sold out, but it was a good way to spend the night.
I'm gonna tell you something. That band of hers and him together. I'm gonna tell you something. I would tell you right now. Robert Plant would never.
I know, but
they sound exactly. Look, I'm a rock icon legend,
Right.
and I didn't even win a Grammy for
Zeppelin.
for Zeppelin. But yet I formed this group with some bluegrass woman in North America named Alison Krauss, who's good as fuck though. Alison Krauss is at the top of her echelon voice
Well,
wise.
they won Grammys.
And I'm telling you something, the band and Robert Plant and her, they sounded great.
Yeah.
That's one of those few. Alison Krauss and Robert Plant automatically are placed in the groups of, and people gonna get mad when I say it, but well, true music people understand. Of Paul McCartney, of John Lennon, of Steve Winwood, of Eric Clapton.
Right.
I can name them, but only a few people have gone solo to a band, to another band, like 3 different bands.
Well, I do
Or 2 different bands. You know what I'm saying? You got people like even dying. Roy Orbison was in his what? One of the greatest iconic bands that he formed with other people who had. My God, it was only
Traveling Wilburys.
It was only 4 of Traveling Wilburys, but between the 4 of them,
Yeah.
I swear to God, they had 10 bands that were all icons.
Well, but,
Yeah.
but that band right there, or that lineup, George
You
Harrison.
cannot. How could you go wrong with George Harrison, Tom Petty, Roy Orbison, and I always forget the bushy hair dude. What's his name?
Jeff Lynne.
Jeff. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just great,
I mean,
man.
it was a great band, you know, like I say.
And you know what? True to form, after Roy died, that's it.
Oh, yeah, because
And now Tom Petty's gone. God Almighty, can you believe Tom Petty's gone? I swear, man. Oh, such a loss.
David Bowie.
David Bowie, Joe Cocker, Leon Russell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, you've got just rock gods have died. Not just not just the rock.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
rock legends
yeah.
also died.
Well,
You know, this is rock gods.
Yeah, I mean, like Bobby Keys.
Exactly. Bill Weiss.
Because he played saxophone on.
I mean Bobby Keys. Yeah, exactly. From just from Mad Dogs of Englishmen alone, 3 of your major players of that whole tour are dead.
Right. But
Joe Cocker, Leon Russell, and Bobby Keys. They're gone.
But don't forget that Bobby Keys went on with the Stones.
Stones, Rolling
Yeah,
Stones,
it's like
yeah.
that one, I think.
Because
Yeah.
especially with that song with the woman that's
Brown Sugar.
yeah, Brown Sugar, but also Out of the Way, he does a lot of the horn on that one, on that song.
Oh,
Yeah, he was great.
Give Me Shelter.
Yeah.
But on the Joe Cocker.
Tell you something, Joe Cocker.
No, but that old big girl, yeah.
Yeah, you guys gotta look. Here's the story. Here's tidbit. Here's why we tell y'all to get the DVDs.
Yeah.
Whatever we recommend. I'm telling you, this is. If you want to look into a life, DVDs are great, especially like candid ones from tours or whatever. Because if you ever want to see a good one by like a Rolling Stones accredited documentary or whatever, you guys look up the Mad Dogs of Englishmen tour DVD. In fact, before this episode ends, I promise we'll get it out and I'll show it to you.
Right.
And there's a fat chick on here. No offense to all my big ladies. You hear me? Big girls, y'all look good too. Damn. But I'm just saying, that woman is well over 250 pounds, right?
She's round.
Are they in California? I think so. You ever watching the Lakers game as he was rolling a joint? We're rolling a.
No, they're in Texas. Because they took him to where JFK got shot.
That's right, the Dealey Plaza. Yeah. They were in Texas. So.
Los Angeles was playing, you know.
Yeah, so they shows them in their hotel room, right? Joe Cocker's sitting by himself like always, and one of his band members is laying on the bed and he's rolling joints. Now, when I say joints, he had like a Tupperware bucket full. I swear to God, y'all, like that wide, like round, this deep, full of joints, and he's watching the Lakers game. Later on that night, a couple of the hippies in the band from Cocker decide they're going to throw a big party and cook. There's always a big girl there. That one girl, she's like one of the singers. She gets drunk in this documentary and comes. This is like 1970. I'll tell you exactly. Man, I really don't know. Shit. Hang on, guys. I'll have to ask Steve. But anyway, Steve, when did this come out? What year?
1970 or 71.
Yeah, 70 or 71, guys. Anyway, she comes out of the hotel room. They're over by the poolside.
Right.
This tanker comes, who's, like I said, one of the ladies that sings in the band, and will occasionally, like she's done got the Holy Spirit, hit a tambourine and dance a whole song. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Get down. But she comes running. This tanker comes running out to do a cannonball in the pool. But what you only don't get to hear, you can see on this DVD, she's butt ass naked.
Oh, wow.
Swear to God. Titties. She's kicking titties up there, busting her in the head, and they're bouncing off like a Laker trying to do a layup on a Dr. J on a hook.
Right.
Yeah, break. Funny as shit. But you see Joe Cocker in his finest with Leon Russell,
Yeah,
Billy
Bobby
Keys,
Keys.
or Bobby Keys. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, man. Bobby Keys.
Aretha Franklin, you know.
Aretha Franklin's not in it.
All I know, look, what
Shit, that's not the chick singing the John Lennon song, Let It Be.
No, but I'm just saying.
What's Aretha in it doing?
Country-
Oh, you talking about the girl jumping? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, and no, wait, we can't say that. She just passed away.
Well, look, all I'm saying is that when I was a kid, I was like 9 years old. My friend's older sister had the record. We used to sneak in her room and play this record. It was great because it was, you know, with the trumpets and all that.
Steve got the. Yeah, you were exposed to some of the best music in the world, like I was actually.
Right.
I could be in my dad's office, got me a chick. Man, you know what? It's all over YouTube. We need to play this. Might as well just play it. tonight. I'm telling you. You guys had a good one when we did Bowie the other week,
What, you're not playing this?
the other day. Yeah, this is playing now.
Yeah, good, yeah. 'Cause this is
Of course, this. No, I'm talking about we gotta play that tonight though.
What's that?
The other one,
Which one?
Mad Dog's Vengeance.
Whoa, 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 let's not get crazy, all right?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Steve is not nocturnal at all. Anything past around 8:30 ish.
Well, I have to work tomorrow.
I do too.
Get up at 5:30.
I've got to get up. I've got to get up early too, and then I'm going to be out.
Well,
in
every
cold.
time I hook a ride on the street there of the Rawless house or estate is dark.
I'm upstairs, bro.
I know that just in the back too.
Yeah, man. I'm usually up, man. You gotta understand, by 1 o'clock, I'm getting a phone call from my mom. Do you have to work today? I'm like, I left at 6:37 this morning
Right.
to go. Usually, I leave around 7:15, and I'll stop by the store,
Yeah.
fuck with Rodney for a little bit.
Well,
Because
that's-
I hear him at 6:30, or I'll see him sometimes.
Yeah.
And I got now to where I have my phone like
Yeah.
this, and,
Yeah.
and so he could spot me.
Yeah.
I cut my light on and do like this.
Yeah.
And then so I called him one day because I got his number. I'm like, man, when you come back, because he was cutting back down through. Again, I'm like, man, when you park, look over here. He looked, he could see the light flash.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, man.
I don't know why that happens.
Because he's. I'm not gonna say that. I can't. Because he's wrapped too tight as a child. Exactly. So he's going to go up a steep area. He's going to have a more dangerous route. It's a little herky-jerky in traffic. He don't want to make that left right there. Or, you know what I'm
It's like, well,
saying?
just put your damn feet down.
Just go slow. What are they going to run you over?
I know.
Of course, he's been run over twice. So I
know.
can ask him that. I can't.
I know.
When he puts a helmet on, my God, his helmet is so big he looks like
I know.
the fill-in for Jack in the Box.
I know he does.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Like a bobblehead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Ronnie, you've got the biggest noggin I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah. No,
Full of air. No brains.
there was a guy who lived over here in Lowrance. He's called Bubba Big Head. I'm talking 20 years ago.
That old Bubba Big Head.
Yeah. He did.
People in the South, we might think that we're getting, what would be the word or the term? We think that we're getting deep on these nicknames, but you're not going too deep when you're saying, there's Bubba Big Head or Betty's too fat. You know, right. Yeah. We used to have a guy, and there's a connection to him. I don't even want to say that because
Right.
some people had beat him up, and I think he eventually died. And I think I went to school with some of them. That's the rumor I heard. But anyway, as a kid on Broad Street, Steve,
Yeah.
around 8, 9, I'd be out in the front yard right there
Right.
playing. It wasn't no soup kitchen. It was a house right there. Plenty of Mike playing ball. This is where you can still
Before the
take.
BP Auto Parts?
Yeah, man, it was a house.
I didn't know that. When they built the BP Auto Parts?
That house burnt, caught fire.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah, they spraying our house down one morning early.
Wow.
They had an electric blanket, man, and it just, I guess, caught fire or something. Anyway, yeah, it's pitiful because it was nice. I think we got pictures. I'd show the pictures of it. I bet you I'm the only one that has pictures of that house.
That's what I want to see.
All right, so and after, it didn't burn completely down, but it was about the size of ours, maybe a little bit bigger. Anyway, it used to be like, when you turn on the corner, like, they didn't have a front driveway. You'd go down the alley and turn either into our house or you turned into their house. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was nice. Anyway, it caught fire, but
That's like kind of a kitchen little.
yeah. So, but there was this guy that would walk by called Humpback Jumpback Jack because he would walk. He had a mental issue. He would walk 3 steps and then go back like 2. Walk 2, then go ahead 3. Like he had a system. In other words, he looked like a fucked up frogger
Yeah.
trying to walk down the street. It'd take him 30 minutes to get by the house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And we was kids all right. Mama, here comes out back, jump back, Jack. And he could hear us, you know.
Oh, yeah. He wasn't deaf.
Huh?
He wasn't deaf.
No, he wasn't there.
I can hear you. Like they're kids, you know.
You don't care, yeah.
Well, it's like Barbara Billy's told that one woman, you know, I was Jones in the Seas. You know,
Yeah.
I told him, sportsman.
Oh, Oh, okay.
Beaver and Chewie.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
She is a little
And Eddie talks him into insult.
Usted tiene una cara como puerco.
What does that mean?
You were facing a pig.
Yeah.
Puerco.
And then Chewie gets all offended.
Oh, yeah, no,
And he tells his daddy, no, por favor.
But then the parents come by.
Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then it worked out, and he sent her flowers, and
Oh, yeah.
he hooked up with the Latino woman.
Oh,
Yeah. Beaver's dad don't sleep around.
Lord.
Yeah, Ward got that deal.
Now that's funny.
Why is the name Eddie always portrayed in movies or shows as either
Oh,
being
you're like Eddie
bad
Haskell. You're
or
bad.
Eddie from Chris? Chris, this pisses me off. Chris always says I'm like Uncle Eddie
Yeah.
from National Lampoon.
Oh,
Like if we
no,
were in a
Eddie.
buffet, I'd say,
Yeah.
give me some of the green stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or then when he said at Christmas time, I overdo it on the lights. Man, your buddies had some of the best,
Yeah.
like recording studio, and they rock, man.
Yeah, man. He's got.
This shit's rocking as fuck,
Yeah.
dude. I gotta go cussing. Yeah, I want my mom to see these sometime, so I don't want to cuss. I'll just have to tell her to look at episode 12, and I'm
No,
like,
just quit laying the F-bomb.
what, fat? Oh, you want me to twist it up more? Yeah, you look like you're laying down.
No, man, yeah, go.
Here, let me do it this way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. That would be good right there. Yeah, because you're in it completely wrong. There we go. We have to sometimes explain
Yeah.
and do things to
Oh, yeah.
tell the cameraman to adjust, which means
Right.
literally we are the cameraman.
Oh, yeah, we are. But,
Yeah.
but like I said, we're sitting here, you know, and all of a sudden you did that, you know, and then, you know, all of a sudden you hear a cut, you know, and you look up, instead of having that, it's like a movie thing.
Yeah, like instantly.
Yeah, and that's like, wait a
Imagine
minute.
this. Let's put it into perspective for them because they've never seen the episode of that. Here's the deal. What would you guys do if you were over at your friend's house or
Right.
you and your girl, whatever, y'all were chilling down,
Yeah.
whoever, you're hanging out with friends, and your buddy said, "Man, you gonna take a?" And I'm not advocating this by no means. This is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying this is a scenario. This is all about entertainment. Your buddy said, "Man, you gonna take a bong hit or smoke a joint?" And you're like, "Yeah, man." So he goes and he fires a joint up. He takes a couple puffs. He hands it to you. You take a couple puffs, and you're looking down and you exhale and you're thinking, "Man, that just recording this thing and doing that YouTube." Smoking this joint, this is gonna be good. And then right as you look up, instead of it being a wall that y'all had seen just when you look down, you hear a cut and it's a whole bunch
It's a Hollywood
of people.
set.
It's a Hollywood set.
Yep.
And you're in the Hollywood set. They keep telling you you're not, that you're playing. Basically, the premise is you're acting out a character that you're supposed to be playing, not as a character. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
It's like Eddie,
It's an actual TV show, but imagine if that happened to you. What would you do?
it was a Twilight Zone.
Exactly.
It was a wicked.
Well, I didn't know if it was Twilight Zone or Tales of the.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That was a real good episode of Twilight Zone. Like,
And actually, I wonder if that's the premise of Ed TV, the movie Ed TV with Matthew McConaughey.
I never saw that.
That's a good movie. It's based on where a guy, unbeknownst to him, his whole life
Yeah.
has been a reality show, and the reality show itself has actually like paid the family to keep him from seeing it on any entertainment
I
thing and
remember
stuff.
hearing about
Yeah,
it.
it's a great show,
Yeah,
man.
that does something.
It's good.
Yeah.
There again, Ed.
Yeah.
See?
There's that E word.
Yeah.
There wasn't a guy from Iron Maiden, wasn't it Eddie? The little that monster guy. Wasn't that Eddie?
You're talking about the Monsters.
No,
Well, the Monsters had
No,
Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie Monster. No, the rock and roll band.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah, wasn't that little creature on the cover? Wasn't he called Eddie?
He may be. May have been. I don't know.
Yeah, I only have one of. Which one is it? Good grief.
Eddie Money, Eddie Van Halen,
Oh yeah.
Edgar. which technically is a part of Edward, because we're all named Edward. Winners. So there's another one.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah,
They rock, man.
Yeah. What was that one record called?
I'd like to been a fly or go on tour. If I had a choice of like,
Huh?
I always wanted to write a movie based on that you got your wish, and the wish involved a new scientific.
Oh, okay. Well, now, well, are you talking one wish, 3 wishes, or what? Those have some Twilight stuff.
No, this is where you win a contest. And here's the contest. It's actually by Rolling Stone, because I would have Rolling Stone in the movie.
Right.
The premise is, remember, it's based loosely on kind of like Willy Wonka a little bit. It's like this. Listen to me though.
Right.
Imagine me and you.
I'm trying to.
We looking up next edition of Rolling Stone and said, guys, what we're about to announce is amazing. And
which is
that scientists have discovered a way to time travel.
right. Okay.
So after that comes out, it's all over the news that there really is. But it wasn't scientists that worked for the government. It was a private guy, like just these scientists who just on the side figured out how to do time travel.
Right.
And Rolling Stone, for these guys to make money, obviously they want to do it legally because the government knows instantly they have $1 trillion business.
Yeah.
He says, like they start selling the Rolling Stone for $15 million. Rolling Stone paid for 3 uses of the time machine.
Right.
And they're giving it away to these contest entry people.
Right.
That if you win number 1, you get to go back to any
Right.
concert with cash and you know, and there's
Right.
3 of them.
Right.
Yeah, man.
It's about a Rolling Stone record.
Instead of eating the golden chocolate bar,
Right. You get to go back to any concert,
Yeah.
like Woodstock or whatever, and then.
I'd say 5. Yeah, you can
Right.
make one, you know, good.
Well, yeah. I know. Well.
One of mine would be like a redo of the Joe Cocker, and I want to be there by the pool scene. I want to see the tanker naked, man. Yes.
Well, you would have to tour the whole thing and then.
Of course.
Be with the camera crew.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't be with a camera crew. Like that's the thing. It's not recorded. Like they send you there, you go back.
Well, you can watch and record it for the film.
But yeah, for the film, obviously I would. Yeah,
Right.
I'd replicate that. But what bands would you want to? If you had a chance to go back in time for like 5 different tours, where it's, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, where it's total debauchery. I'm talking like.
Oh, good grief! Are you talking?
I'm talking about like just having a blast.
No, we talking back in 1983 at Glen Helen, DeVore, California. They had a big ass rock and roll concert, and Van Halen headlined it. Because actually, it was Motley Crue, Quiet Riot, then Ozzy Osbourne, the Scorpions, Triumph, then Van Halen.
Damn.
Yeah.
They had major rockers from the 80s. And they had Van Halen right before the meltdown.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
And
then,
every-
I know, but that was heavy metal like Saturday.
yeah.
But New Wave Sunday, David Bowie headlined it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I didn't. We just went for that. We didn't see the second.
And he done Let's Dance by that point.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's let me tell you guys something. Contemporary song from him.
It was 1983.
Yeah, prime example of a man who can progress from the start of his career until the day he died. Everything he has done has been not only number ones, called on, appeals to every masses, but been progressive as well.
Oh yeah. Well,
Everything he did, everybody tries to copy because it sounds, does, looks, everything's amazing. Yeah.
Well, David Bowie had a great voice.
He was he's a rock god. He's an actual, a standalone rock god. Yeah.
Right. And then, like
Not because he's dead. It's just that he was then and he is now.
Well, like I said, one of his girlfriends taught him how to do the pantomime.
I don't know.
And all that.
Yeah.
And he used that on stage. And then
Right.
He just dressed up as his persona.
Right.
Ziggy Stardust or the Thin White.
Even listen to it. People have replicated that. Let me tell you right now that oh my God, what is the? Oh, they're gonna be mad. Some country people. I'm not this. What's it? Garth Brooks.
Right.
Garth Brooks has his. Not only did Garth Brooks come up with a persona like that, but people
Right.
about 10 years ago were like shocked that he created a persona, a country persona, and recorded an album in it.
Shit. We'll look at the man.
People-
We'll look at the Man in Black.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
That was his real Man in Black. That was his persona.
But what I'm saying is, yeah, people have tried to replicate even the fact that he did a Ziggy Stardust. No, what I'm saying is, he just wasn't that persona. He was David Bowie and Ziggy. Then he stopped Ziggy. Well, Garth Brooks decided he was like, man, for a couple years I'm gonna be, and he named off his whatever,
Right,
and
yeah.
he sang song, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? That's a page out of David Bowie's book, buddy,
Right.
because that's been done. Although I give him props for doing it. Anything you use out of his playbook is gonna be good.
Right.
Or Chris Rollins, Jeff, Scott, Steve, Robbie, Steve. Steve's on the trumpet, everybody.
And any other harmonica. Yeah. Like I say.
You know, I'd like to get a good blues harmonica and a good dirty mic and just play the fuck out of some. I gotta quit cussing. Play the hell out of some blues.
I know, but if you got a dirty mic with your luck, your mother would wash it for you.
Exactly. She's like, that mic don't quit being dirty. I'm gonna have to put it.
No, I gave that harmonica that I got from the Marlboro cigarettes to Johnny. And then like 8 months later, it's like, hey man, you know, it's in my back pocket and I wash it. Like, oh, you idiot. You know? But no, but it was, you know. But
Man, I was on the internet the other night looking up $800 harmonicas per chord, per like a G, $800. And I was thinking, if I was a millionaire, yeah, I'd get it. I'd have,
Yeah, but-
and Colbate Liberia, if I ever win the lottery,
as long as you know,
my friends in that band are going to be decked out with everything.
I know,
I'll give them
harmonicas-
millions.
I know, harmonicas are great, but that one guy, it's like a little toy harmonica. He played the high notes. Who was that?
Actually, John Popper.
Yeah.
But John Popper, let me tell you something. Here's
Yeah.
what you don't know, Steve. He's one of the #1 harmonica players ever. Not just for what he played on Blues Travelers.
Right.
But he is like one of the greatest harmonica players on earth,
Well,
ever. Every
well,
harmonica
I'm-
player back from, if,
Well,
like,
I've only heard blues. I haven't heard
Right.
any of his other stuff.
yeah, Eric Clapton even said that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
as far as blues, like Santana, that, like,
Yeah.
I tell you another guy who has become a rock legend. There's two more actually, Eddie Vedder, and who I just said, and Jack White for the White Stripes. These are people that Alison Krauss go to even. Like she goes from Robert Plant to Jack White, and they make a Grammy
Yeah,
winner.
but Jack White played with someone before that.
Yeah, the White Stripes.
Right, and then I remember.
Remember that song? I'm going to Wichita. Doom, 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 doom. They Cold Baked Liberia. Hey, listen to this shit. I don't know why, Robbie. To this day, I still don't know why this happened, or I don't even know why you did this. Halfway through them playing, Robbie would get up. It was just like he would let me fill in on the drums, and I would always play. Like a couple times, I played Stevie Wonder's "Superstitious" on the
Right.
drums, and I played. I always played Seven Nations Army.
Right.
Yeah, man. When they first started, that's how I got in the band. Steve was like, man, if you're gonna come over here to the garage and hang out, man, they were using the keyboard's drum sound through the
Oh, wow.
there for them to play bass and
Oh.
for Chris to play bass and sing and Steve to play guitar.
Okay.
So he was like, now we need a drummer, at least something to funk with.
Yeah.
So he told Chris, man, go take 5, and Steve took me into the smoking room.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he gave me a quick 2-3 beat lesson.
Yeah.
And literally 5 minutes later, Chris come back out. He's
Yeah.
like, I said,
Yeah.
let me smoke a cigarette real quick.
Yeah.
He did. So we come back in, and I played for the next hour and a half, man.
That's cool.
We got some recordings where I would get off of the organ
Yeah.
and keyboard, mine,
Yeah.
and I would go over to Robbie, and Robbie would go to me.
Yeah.
Chris would get off the bass and go to the guitar, and we would record it.
Yeah.
We played instruments that's not our
Right.
instruments, and
Right.
we rocked out jamming,
Right.
man.
But where are those recordings?
I have
now?
one, and I have one guys from Colbate Liberia, and it's
Where
about.
is it?
It's at the house. I'll bring it. I'll bring it this next time. Nobody has ever heard it.
I know.
Chris hasn't heard it in
Right.
10 or 12 years.
Yeah,
And it's when we were known as Pigs in Tow. I gotta say this.
Okay. Okay.
For about 1 or 2 times, we were known as Pigs in Tow.
Right.
Chris even put out here,
Yeah.
Chris Wallace, Captain C-Note and the Honeysuckles.
Right.
He wanted us to be in one. I'm like, yeah, you give me a break. He still says that's the best name he ever come up with.
Oh yeah.
But it's Colbate Liberia.
Oh yeah.
And it's where I'm on the drums.
Yeah.
Robbie's on the keyboard.
We gotta find these.
Robbie freestyles rap. So do I. And you hear Jeff like, Eddie, you're dirty. And I drop the mic.
Here we go.
That's Dylan like.
There you go.
I like that.
Oh, careful.
Yeah. I know. Changing the weather. This is jamming, y'all. Like I said, Standard Johnny. Where's Flo? Random. Where's Flo Random? Whittier, California. Steve Jalmini was friends with him. And look up Cold Baked Light Beer too, man. It's not always mainstream. You got a band from the West Coast, Stranded Johnny, Eddie and his brother. Who is his brother's name? Dun. Changing the Weather, that's the name of this one. Starting to, man.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah, man. Still, you need to be around more, Steve. Yeah, this sounds good, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can shoot me an email later.
Yeah.
Watch your letter.
Yeah, actually, guys, what was the brother's name? Eddie what?
Eddie Droop.
Eddie Droop?
Droop.
Oh, Eddie Droop?
D-R-U-K.
Yeah.
Droop.
Eddie
No.
Droop
Yeah.
from the band Standard Johnny.
Yeah.
If you ever see this or you hear about this man, contact me at eddierollis1@gmail.com. This is Steve Jalmini. You guys are friends, so
yeah.
he'd like to meet up with you. And you two guys, look this up. This is rocking, y'all. It's rocking, man. It's not always mainstream bands that are like as good. You got a band from West Coast,
No, but
rocking.
that's me. God, Johnny has one.
Does he?
From over at the Cotton Gin that one night. I met Johnny. Yeah, I met Johnny at the Cotton Gin, and then he bought a couple of CDs from the band.
Did he?
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember what the name of the band was. Johnny still has the CDs, but there's another one.
Yeah.
They're good CDs, but these, in the summertime I used to walk down to the bathtub gym.
Yeah.
The Cotton Gin, as Johnny called it, the Cotton Gin.
Yeah.
Main Street Rock, or something like it's called now. But anyways, I still have the original Frisbee. Never been from.
Never been. You know the guy that created Frisbees? Ashes were melded into a plastic that was making a Frisbee, and they launched it into outer space.
Wow.
Yeah. It was on the same flight as, what was his name? Ray or Gene Roddenberry
Wow.
from Star Trek?
Yeah.
His ashes were on there too.
Wow. When did they do this?
Years ago, man.
Where
have you been?
They got past me.
What, you moved to North Carolina and get national news?
No.
Oh, did you see the blood moon last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
Well, I saw it this morning too. I was going down Kelly Street. It's like,
It was supposed to be gone by 2:30 something.
well, it was
No, it was supermoon, but it turned red last night.
Right, it was a
We had a total lunar eclipse.
Did you take a picture?
Yes.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Yeah, man. Mom took some really good ones too.
That's good.
I got a friend of mine that had a zoom lens,
Yeah.
and their picture was so good you see the craters,
Wow.
and it's blood red like
Yeah.
the lava behind it. Yeah, man.
Seems like,
People were shouting, "Jesus is coming! Jesus is coming!"
no, it's like that when the moon aligns with the...
It reminded me of listen to me. I played Captain Fantastic. He's like,
No.
They say he said Jesus is coming back for us.
Yeah.
He says, "Hey, good for us." But he's so like, oh, I'm like, yeah, good for us. I love that part. Mom's like, I don't like that part of that song.
Right.
Sure you don't, Aunt Esther.
No, yesterday about 1 o'clock before the football game, I came home and It showed that it was hair.
Oh yeah.
And it was like,
Yeah.
that was a weird thing. Yeah.
It's a weird movie, man. Actually, if you see the play, there's nudity in it, by the way. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But it's a controversial movie. You know, it's a great play. It's been on Broadway for like 20-something years.
Oh, hair?
Yes.
That was 1979.
It's been there for years.
Well, the movie was made in 79.
Right.
Yeah.
Pardon.
Oh, yeah. Pardon.
I'd have to say I'd probably go on one of my 5 bands, man. To win a contest, they should give you 10 or 20.
What are you talking about?
If you ever won a contest where you can go back in time,
Oh.
the ultimate thing would be to go back. Of course, they would give you 15. They wouldn't give you money, but they'd give you 15 tours you can go to, and 5 that you can go to change your financial or marital status, whatever.
Wow. Oh, yeah. The night you met your old lady or something.
I'd find out who won the lottery next month, and then I would wait and schedule my trip for last month. And then I would have the exact Powerball number.
Well, that sounds like an episode of My Name is Earl.
I'm just saying. Technically, I came out a billionaire because I would like buddy up with Bill Gates.
Oh, yeah.
Or like Scientology before it was ran.
Right. No, but 4 wishes.
Right. Had a buddy of mine, he went into a bar. This is a true story. I worked with him. He lives right down here in Morgan. And they were playing a game from the day before. And he was fixing to say, he was at the Anchor.
Yeah.
They were playing a game, college game from the day before. I was there with him. No, I wasn't there with him.
Bill's Anchor?
Yeah, in Morgan. Yeah, that way. Yeah, right.
Oh.
So Tommy was like, he was saying something, he started to say something to the guy, and the guy looked at me, he's like, that was his buddy that he met over there too. He's like, man, Murphy, don't you like them? He's like, yeah. And Tommy knows his team won the day before. He started saying to me, he's like, man, he said, I knew this shit was going to start. He said, man, ain't but a little bit left. He said, you going to take a bet? He said, I guarantee you we're going to keep the lead right here. Yeah. Tommy knew they'd come back. And he's like, man, how much you want to bet? Yeah. He's like, 20, they took on it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the game, Tommy won. Obviously, he got $20. I'm like, Tom, that's like going back in time, man. Yeah.
No, Bill's Anchor Grill?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, when I first went down here, I was working third shift.
That's where all of us carpenters would go eat. Framers.
No, what that's just down at Bill's. We're eating pancakes and drinking
beer. 4 o'clock on a Friday. If we happen to stop by, just to put something on our stomach for us redneck boys go home and do something right. Shit, it's on.
Well, I'm talking like 7 o'clock in the day.
Yeah, you talking about 7 in the morning.
Yeah, man.
You getting off work though.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Reading the sports page. Yeah.
Hell, I knew some framers stuff. They drinking up. Hey, that one guy that was Donnie's best friend, my boss man, his main guy was like 50 years old, and he was known to. He drank his breakfast. If he didn't drink, he should. And I said, dude, he was walking across top of roofs, hollering out top of his lungs. Froggy went a court and singing it and was hopping. And he hopped across some luan I filled in on where the chimney hole was and fell 2 stories and broke his leg. Yeah, idiot. I work for stupid people.
Well, just don't drink and work. Or smoke. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really mix.
There's a time and place for everything.
Right.
But yeah. Oh, it's 6:30.
Wow.
It's chilly out tonight.
Chilly's 61 degrees. It's around 31, 32 right now. 20 maybe something.
Oh, this is above freezing.
It's cold. No, it's not really been all day.
At least it was sunny today.
Yeah, man, I can't bitch about it. I like it.
And then not raining.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to. I hope it warms up good tomorrow. Cause I got 2 mobiles and a detail.
Well, it's gonna be chilly tomorrow.
Damn it! And we can't use hot water on a mobile because I don't have no way to it.
Well, like I said, just keep an eye on the weather.
Tell you what, though, it don't matter if I got cold water, hot water, whatever I got. I bet you whatever Mama Washington's gonna look good is All
And
get
then,
out. Yep.
Who do you wash cars for, Andy?
Ronnie Hooper Detail. Best detail shop in Mooresville.
Shameless plug.
Yep. Every time.
Nah, that's cool. Yeah.
Unpredictable. And if you need cloth or material, I guess you would go to a wholesaler that would be called. No?
No, we're not rag merchants anymore. So,
Can other people? What if some older dudes like, man, I want to patronize them?
no, we don't sell the public anymore. We used to.
He sells women's nylons.
Yeah.
He works for a nylon company. He works for I'm not gonna say their names, but he works for Nair.
Right.
he makes hair removal.
Yeah, it's a hair removal.
Steve's a makeup artist. No, actually he's a brain surgeon, but I'm not gonna say what hospital here at Lake Norman Regional he works at.
Right.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, if you go to the trauma unit over there and you see Dr. Steve Gelmini, you got the best doctor there is.
Oh, he's surprised anyway.
Stephen Gelmini. If it wanted to be proper, it'd be Stephen F. Gelmini.
Right.
Like mine would be Edward R. Robinson.
Right. E-R-R, hair.
E.R.
R, Edward.
Earl, come on over here. That'd be like Bill Cosby said growing up, he thought his name was Dammit. Or his kids did. Dammit, get over here. His other boy thought his name was Jesus. He said, Jesus Christ, get out of that.
Yep.
Yeah. My daddy looked at my mama one time when I was about 8.
Yeah, but then the kids have invisible friends, you know. Hoof up his face, Courtney.
Yeah. Well, your mama sits down, you're sitting on riser. You're sitting on riser, mom. It's made up for you. Daddy don't give a shit. He's like, get that boy some help.
Right.
Don't take him out in public.
Oh,
That's the way it would be.
no. Right.
It's a well-known fact the Kennedys locked one of theirs up after she had a lobotomy in the late 60s, early 50s, something like that, whatever, 40s. They did a lobotomy. It didn't turn out well, and they put her in a psychiatric unit for the rest of her life.
Right.
Those type of... In the South, we don't put you in a psych unit. We proudly say your family. Yeah, what the hell are you talking about?
What?
In other parts of the United States, you're the black sheep. In the South, you're lauded. Lauded.
What?
Yes. It's the way it is. Then you have people like my dad and my mom who just abhor that type of thinking. But we're country to the core. But my dad's from up north. But like, we're not that kind of thinking. You're not going to hear me saying pert near.
What?
I might.
Right.
My dad's not going to like it. My dad has the most proper English. He did commercials.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody out there's got to have commercials from the 80s with Wayne Rollis's voice from WSIC in Statesville, North Carolina. You know, because he played really good music. He did all the commercials, well, not all. Him and Joe Blevins, his best friend. All right, rest in peace, Joe. Yeah.
Well, it's just like WHIP and that. That guy's
He's even
voice-
more popular than him.
But that guy's voice is so monotone.
My dad's not monotone, but he got that baritone like George Norrie, coast to coast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got that radio voice, just smooth. Like anytime there was something going on in our church and something had to be narrated, like a play or something, they went to my dad. My dad was like the white James Earl Jones. He did it all. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
White James Earl Jones. He was like the white version of James Earl Jones. Yes, sir. Yeah, that good monotone voice. He was like I ain't trying to say another black guy, but he was like oh my goodness, Shawshank Redemption, Morgan Freeman. He's got like Morgan Freeman's voice. Except Morgan Freeman's voice was good in Shawshank Redemption. He's like, Andy had another bad day.
Yeah.
He said, this is the third day in a row Andy had a bad day. When the ladies come around, and do the guys surfing, he's like, oh dear God. He had a good voice. Good, you know. He's not like, what was his name? That had the squeaky voice.
Well, which one?
Man, the black hair. Oh my God.
Well, that's the end of the record. Sorry.
Right.
But yeah,
I can't think of the comedian's
I
name.
know, but I gotta go down to Johnny's to get that CD that Johnny got from this local band. But yeah. But we'll wrap it up, eh?
I guess that's it, y'all. By the way,
Yeah.
one more plug for these guys. Standard
Standard
Johnny.
Johnny, yeah, man.
Yeah, look them
Yeah.
up, guys. Standard
Yeah.
Johnny.